Pretty much every SaaS founder that I talk to asks me the question, should I be making my videos for YouTube search or for browse features? Which one is better? And that single question might be exactly why your channel is getting stuck at just 50 views. In this video, I'm not just going to give you the right questions you should be asking, but I'm going to give you the exact framework for how to answer it. So let's dive in. One of the biggest mistakes that I see founders making is thinking that they have to choose between either making their videos for YouTube search or for browse features indefinitely. They're paralyzed by the choice, but the best strategy isn't a permanent choice. It's a journey that evolves as you feed YouTube's algorithm more and more data. Think of it like fishing, for example. YouTube search is like fishing with a spear. It's precise, it's targeted. You use it when you know exactly what problem it is that someone is trying to have solved. Whereas suggested videos are like fishing with a giant net. It's how you can catch a massive audience, but it's wildly unpredictable until you know where the fish actually are swimming. You don't pick just one tool and throw the other one away. Use the right tool for the right phase of your channel's growth based on the data that you have at that time. So if your channel has fewer than, let's say, maybe 1,000 subscribers, YouTube search is really going to be your best friend. And the reason is purely data-driven, because a new channel has what's called a cold start problem. The algorithm's main job is to match a video with the right audience. But to do this, it needs data signals. Who watched this, how long did they watch it, what is their demographic, what else do they watch, etc. But a new channel has none of this data. Suggested and browse fails for new channels early on because when you're publishing a video, the algorithm doesn't know who to even give it to. It's like handing a book to a librarian with no cover, no title, and saying, give this to people who are going to like it. But with no information, the librarian has nothing to work with. YouTube search bypasses this entirely by relying on user intent, not on audience history. People are actively typing their questions into the search bar. Your job is to be the best answer that comes up for them. This is a data-backed strategy because you can use tools like vidIQ, TubeBuddy, or even YouTube's own search suggestions to find queries that have verifiable search volume. You're not guessing anymore if people want to watch this content or not because the data has actually backed it and proven that they do. Now, finding the right low competition keywords is a whole science in itself, but I've actually made a video breaking down a free and easy way of being able to find them. I'll link that down in the description and put it at the end of this video so you can dive into that one next. Every view that you get from search solves your cold start problem. You're literally hand feeding the algorithm its first data points about who your ideal audience is. This is something like you telling the librarian, hey, the people reading this book are SaaS founders who are interested in reducing churn. So once you have some data, maybe a few hundred subscribers or consistent views on your videos that have already been optimized for search, it's time to start fishing with your net. Your channel is no longer at a cold start because you've given YouTube a clear profile of your audience. Now the YouTube algorithm can do what it does best, which is pattern matching at a massive scale. It can look at your viewers and say, okay, the founders who watch this video on churn are also interested in vidIQ's videos on marketing. So it knows who to suggest your video to next. And the best part is that YouTube doesn't hide this information. This is where you can move from theory into execution. So if we go into our YouTube Studio Analytics over here on the left-hand side, there are two different places that we can look. There's the Content tab and there's the Audience tab. However, if you're a new channel, you don't have much content, the Audience tab isn't probably going to be super helpful because where you would normally look is you would scroll down here and YouTube is going to show you the channels that your audience is watching or what other content your audience is watching. As you can see, my channel is brand new. I only have 4 videos on it so far. So for me, I don't have enough content here for it to be relevant for YouTube's analytics. However, if we go over to the Content tab and scroll down, we can see how our viewers are finding our videos. Specifically, we want to select suggested videos and select see more to look at what other videos are suggesting our content. So here we can see the other videos that are suggesting my content. What are the impressions? What is the click-through rate for each of those? But both of these tabs, both the content as well as the audience tabs, are telling you exactly where your audience is hanging out. It's YouTube telling you where your audience is hanging out. What kind of content they're watching, what other channels are they spending time on. This is really going to be your gold mine. You're not going to copy these channels though. You want to see what topics they're covering so that you're able to put your own unique SaaS founder perspective on it. This is how you're able to enter the conversation and get your videos suggested next to theirs. By the way, if this kind of data-driven strategy is resonating with you, please do me a quick favor and hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure that you're notified to get updates on the videos that I put out every week to help you boost your YouTube growth. Okay, so now let's put all of this together in a simple, actionable framework that's designed to get you results. So your first phase is the foundation phase. This is if your channel has anywhere from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. Your focus is going to be between search-based content and experimental content. Search-based, you want to focus on around 80% of your content being optimized specifically for search, solving specific problems of your audience, while 20% of your content can be focused on more experimental videos. Really, your goal here in the foundational phase is you want to build your library of evergreen content, really to help feed the algorithm its critical data points early on about your audience. Your goal is really to solve that cold start problem of your channel. You want to build your initial reliable data for the YouTube algorithm to prove to it who your audience is. The second phase is the flywheel phase. This is going to be once your channel has hit 1,000 or more subscribers. You want to shift now your focus on content between 50% being for search-based, 50% being for suggested. You want to leverage your audience data to really build a growth flywheel. You've already proven your niche, and now while you're still creating search-focused content, you can confidently begin to create additional content that the algorithm will push towards a wider but still highly relevant audience. As you can probably see by now, the question isn't search versus suggested. It doesn't have to be one or the other. The real question is, what phase is my channel in right now? Drop a comment below and let me know, are you in the foundation phase or the flywheel phase? And what are some other problems or questions that are coming up for you? And as I mentioned before, if you want that deep dive into how to find the perfect low competition keywords for your videos, watch this video next right here to help cut through the noise and make better videos. I'll see you over there. Bye guys.